Hello, it's Phillip Taylor from Richmond Green Chambers. I'm talking about Wilkinson's road traffic referencer. This is a picture of it here. It's the 2007 edition which I'm referring to, and it's an important new book. It's published by Sweet and Maxwell, and I've given it the title, Where Would We Be Without Wilkinson? Because this is one of a number of publications called Wilkinson, which of course we need for the work we do in the courts. This particular edition has been edited by Catherine Marshall, and obviously has the backing of the Sweet and Maxwell team. So at last we've got a reasonably priced brand new title, which is what we all need for road traffic law and have always been actually searching for. Certainly I wanted that many years ago during my early training, and I find this extremely helpful. The new A to Z format will become, I think, a firm favourite for the busy professional, and it's clearly going to be of great use in the criminal justice process. The 2007 edition is a new publication which provides all the up-to-date information we need on road traffic law, so we as practitioners have them at our fingertips. Quite useful, of course, in some conferences. As with most of the Thompson publications, this version of Wilkinson offers an at-a-glance summary of the principles and procedures which are used for road traffic offences, which will enable us as practitioners to find the information we need very quickly without wading through the heavy 2-volume established work. So the referencer is in fact the latest model of modern road traffic law. Now the contents are invaluable in my view as a support aid in court, because what the referencer does is it deals with 46 road traffic topics, and every major aspect is covered, so the A to Z format gives quick navigation through the legal maze so that we can always find the information we're looking for in the shortest possible time, and that's really quite important, I think, when you're dealing face to face with the client. It also includes a summary of each offence, enabling us to identify the law which applies to the individual set of circumstances when you're actually dealing with the client. And of special assistance, I think, the referencer reviews many aspects of procedure and practice which will provide invaluable support in court itself. It's always quite useful to be able to tell the magistrates in particular of a particular thing, because the law is complex, and if you know what you're looking for, it can speed things along and perhaps get you a few brownie points. For the offences which clients will generally come to see you, the book lays out the following in the way it's done. This is just a copy of it here. It's the basic definition and key elements of the offence which are given, with reference to the case law. Then we look at the mode of trial and the sentencing information and guidance, which is probably what most clients will be concerned about. And Catherine Marshall's an expert on this. You can have a look at some of her stuff on the web if you Google her name. But of course, obviously, the one problem with this is keeping up to date. The authors, as I say, you've got District Judge Peter Wallace, who edits the main work, which is Wilkinson's Road Traffic Offences, and DJ Marshall, Catherine Marshall, who I have a very high regard for because she knows her stuff, and she's also a member of the Family Procedure Rule Committee, so she's got a breadth of knowledge of this sort of area of law. And these two people have got, of course, substantial experience of the magistrates' courts, and they're also, of course, recorders, which does help too, because they will be able to give us, and will have obtained themselves experience, to give expert guidance to both practitioners old and new. Now the main Wilkinson, which many people will know, and I certainly have a fond memory of it over the years, is always going to be the definitive work, but this particular referencer I see as a useful aid memoir, if you like, which has those elusive facts which one always needs, but when you've got an awkward conference you can be pressured, a bit flustered and so on, and this is actually something you've got. It's a slimmish volume, quite sort of small, so not heavy. So I hope that chambers and law officers will obviously not be without this publication, and I hope we to see it a lot more in court. The referencer, in my view, would also be very helpful in the public reference libraries we have around the country, because obviously if the local authorities have the money in their budgets, it's very important, because this is one of the most important areas which affects ordinary citizens, so they need to know where they can get the information when they're sort of checking up whether they've committed some sort of offence. It's well worth getting, so thank you very much and goodbye for now. Bye bye.